St. Alphonsus on Mental Prayer continued. A reading from the third volume of the Complete Works of St. Alphonsus, The Great Means of Salvation and Perfection, published by PCP Books. Get a 10% discount on this text using the discount code MOC 2025. The place and time suitable for meditation. The place. We can meditate in every place, at home or elsewhere, even in walking, in working. How many are those who, not being able to do otherwise, raise their hearts to God and apply their minds to mental prayer without leaving for this purpose their occupations, their work, or meditate even when traveling? He who seeks God will find him everywhere and at all times. The essential condition to converse with God is the solitude of the heart, without which prayer would be worthless, and as St. Gregory says, it would profit us little or nothing to be with the body in a solitary place while the heart is full of worldly thoughts and affections. But to enjoy the solitude of the heart, which consists in being disengaged from worldly thoughts and affections, deserts and caves are not absolutely necessary. Those who from necessity are obliged to converse with the world, whenever their hearts are free from worldly attachments, even in the public streets, in places of resort and public assemblies, can possess a solitude of heart, and continue united with God. All those occupations that we undertake in order to fulfill the divine will have no power to prevent the solitude of the heart. St. Catherine of Siena truly found God in the midst of the household labors in which her parents kept her employed in order to draw her from devotional exercises. But in the midst of these affairs she preserved a retirement in her heart, which she called her cell, and there ceased not to converse with God alone. However, when we can, we should retire to a solitary place to make our meditation. Our Lord has said, "When thou shalt pray, enter thy chamber, and having shut the door, pray to thy Father in secret." St. Bernard says that silence and the absence of all noise almost force the soul to think of the goods of heaven. But the best place for making mental prayer is in the church, for Jesus Christ especially delights in the meditation that is made before the Blessed Sacrament, since there it appears that he bestows light and grace most abundantly upon those who visit him. He has left himself in this sacrament not only to be the food of souls that receive him in Holy Communion, but also to be found at all times by everyone who seeks him. Devout pilgrims go to the holy town of Loreto, where Jesus Christ dwelt during his life, and to Jerusalem, where he died on the cross. But how much greater ought to be our devotion when we find him before us in the tabernacle, in which this Lord himself now dwells in person, who lived among us and died for us on Calvary. It is not permitted in the world for persons of all ranks to speak alone with kings, but with Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, both nobles and plebeians, rich and poor, can converse at their will, setting before him their wants and seeking his grace. And there Jesus gives audience to all, hears all, and comforts all.